Okay, I haven't told this story to anyone, even my mom, and look at me now, sharing on Reddit. But this will be long, so I do apologize in advance. This happened to me a long time ago. So, my cousins, Kilite, male 14, Giro, male 16, Bonnie, male 15, Chewy, male 14, and myself, female 14. When we found this Ouija board inside a box in my late great uncle's house, it was also my cousin Giro's idea to play it. It did take some coaxing, but he convinced all of us to go into an empty field close to my Nana's house and try to play with it. We had always been warned to never play with anything like this, but we were kids and, well, we liked to seek the thrill of not listening to the adults. Anyways, we did the ritual, or at least what we thought we had to do. We didn't have the internet to look this up, but we had heard word about how to specifically do this, that we needed to place our fingers on the tab and then move it around as we asked questions on the Ouija board, and then stop moving it when we're finished asking the questions. Seemed innocent enough. We asked silly questions like what day it was, and we got nothing. The tab didn't move one single time. Then, Bonnie asked, "When will I die?" And the tab began to move. We all laughed, thinking either Bonnie or Chewy were just moving it on their own. But as it moved, the board we felt like this electric shock from it onto our fingertips. It startled me, and I moved away and moved my hand off of it because I felt scared. But quickly, Giro told me to put it back, and then he called out each letter on the board. It spelled out pronto, which translates to soon. I remember the feeling around us went from nothing to frightening. I had the urge to back off and run away, but Giro, who could see that I was very uncomfortable, reassured me that we were okay, that it was just the nervousness getting to us. Now, because Bonnie had asked something that made the tab move, we told him to ask another question. He looked scared, but he finally asked if he was going to be killed, and right away, the tab moved to the word yes. Not gonna lie, when this happened, he took his hand off, and I remember all of us just looking at him, and Giro tried to calm him down. At this point, Giro said that it could just be anyone moving the tab, but deep down, that was the excuse to keep the little piece that we were holding in, because even as Chewy, Kilite, and I still had our fingers on the tab, we felt something when the tab moved. Bonnie said that he was scared and he didn't want to continue, but Giro told him that he had to finish what he had started. Bonnie insisted that we stop, and Giro, like the real smooth talker that he is, convinced Bonnie to keep playing. But only this time, he had Kilite ask the questions. He asked, when would Bonnie be killed? Bonnie was pissed that he asked that. Kilite was a jokester amongst us. I think he was just trying to lighten the mood, but Bonnie was on edge at the revelation. Anyways, the board answered 10. It pointed out. Chewy then spoke up, and he said, "Guys, I feel like something's holding me in place. I've been trying to lift my finger off this thing since it moved the last time," he said. And that's when we all tried to get off the tab and couldn't. That's when Bonnie and Kilite panicked. They started to scream, and Giro tried to keep us all calm. We were held in place by something, and it was horrifying. We couldn't move it, like it was freezing us in place. Giro again got my other cousin to stop breathing hard and yelling. Chewy and I were just crying. Giro said, "We just need to finish the game, guys. We need to stay level-headed." He spoke calmly, but he was scared like us. Then I asked how we were to finish when we didn't even know how we even started. Giro said that we would just ask if it was okay to leave. He took a deep breath and asked if we could leave. It answered, "No." Bonnie was a little more calm, but he said maybe we needed to ask one more thing and before asking if we could be released. Giro agreed, and he asked, who was it that was with us? It spelled out S-A-T-A-N-A, Satan. When I tell you the fear I felt is something that I have never felt or want to feel again. Once we realized what it said, it went quiet. Mind you, it was bright daylight, but we couldn't hear any wind or anything. It was like time froze on us. And again, cue the waterworks from Chewy, Killite, and I. We were scared shitless. My cousin Giro then asked Satan, can we leave? And it said no. There was no calming us. Then Bonnie began to yell at Giro, and he lost his composure, and he tried again to leave, but couldn't. It was like our legs stopped working for us. Giro took a deep breath and said maybe someone new needs to ask if we can leave. And so Killite asked, and the board went crazy. The tab went from side to side, our fingertips still attached, and suddenly we were released, and we got up and ran as fast as we physically could, leaving the board behind. I was sobbing and ran to my Nana's house. My cousin Killite and Chewy ran home to their mothers to tell them what had happened, while Giro and Bonnie ran to who knows where. I told my Nana everything. She was upset, but she had my uncle drive us to where we had left the board, and it was gone. My Nana got the boys rounded up, and they swore they didn't have it. And after digging around in their rooms, the board didn't come up. Then, my Nana called a priest, had us blessed, and had the healer pray over charm bracelets for our protection, and we didn't ask of this again. My cousins and I went different paths in life. Killite became a politician, Giro a lawyer, Chewy an owner of a cab license place, and Bonnie, well, he was a Class A criminal. Now I won't give a year or wherever this happened, but Bonnie was murdered when he was 25 years old, and he was one of 8 other victims of a supposed serial killer. He was shot twice in the face while he slept. His death was what reunited my cousins and I, and it left us completely mind-blown. The board had told us Bonnie would be killed, and when Killite had asked when, it responded with 10. I still think of this fateful day. Maybe life would have been different if we hadn't played with that board. Maybe Bonnie wouldn't have lived his life so recklessly, waiting for death at his door. I wish we could have taken it back. But maybe this was fate. Now I know this one's gonna be a little bit short, but I'm trying to test out this new schedule that I'm planning on incorporating on this channel. So if everything goes correctly, this would be very nice to do. I'm thinking about doing a shorter upload Tuesdays, a longer upload Thursdays, and another shorter one on Sundays. So then short, long, short, short, long, short. And then that way, if I can do that, then I can try to tack in like a live stream or a song or something within the week schedule. So then you guys consistently have new stuff to listen to. So since this one's kind of a shorter one, the next one's going to be a long one. So hopefully you guys will like that. But other than that, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you would like to see more of these, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turning those post notifications on, so every time I post, you guys get the notification, because Hopefully you guys actually get notifications at this point. We don't even know what's going on with this channel. But yeah, also, if you've made it this far, 1, thank you. 2, please comment below. And 3, tell me if you believe that this is fact or fiction. I wonder how many times I'm gonna have to cut out the goddamn helicopter flying across. But yeah, true story or a fictional story. I'm gonna leave it up to you. But with that being said, stay safe, stay scary, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, make sure to go check out the new merch that I dropped in the new store. I'll make sure to put the link. Okay, bye.